The weather in various places of the world varies greatly, from the coldest and hottest places on Earth, which are barely survivable for humans, to fortunate places with pleasant weather year-round. There is a stunning contrast. In fact, summers and sunshine are completely absent from extremely frigid regions, making survival incredibly challenging. If you intend to go to one of these locations, you should bring along a pile of blankets because you will almost certainly require them the most. In today's video, we'll share some of the coldest places with no sun or summers that'll blow your minds. Number 12. Astana, Kazakhstan. Modern cities like Astana are characterized by futuristic buildings, glistening mosques, and an abundance of malls and other entertainment venues. However, the winters in Astana are long, dry, and exceedingly cold. Despite the fact that the summers are mild, extreme lows of -51.5 degrees Celsius have been recorded. Although the monthly average for January is -14.2 degrees Celsius most years, the city's river remains frozen over from mid-November to early April, making this one of the coldest cities in the world. Number 11. Fraser, Colorado. Approximately 1,400 people call the town of Fraser, Colorado home. It lies at an elevation of 8,574 feet in the Rocky Mountains. Located near the popular ski area Winter Park, this middle park town, tucked into a stunning alpine valley, experiences one of the coldest winters in the country. The average annual temperature is a chilly 32 degrees, with much lower temperatures in June. Fraser has a milder winter than its opponent, International Falls, but a lower annual average temperature. Number 10. Vostok Station, Antarctica. Vostok Station, located in the dead center of the East Antarctic Plateau, about 800 miles from the South Pole, is inhabited only by 25 to 30 people throughout the continent's summer. The cold winter months are something that only a few hardy souls are ready to suffer through, as they are extremely harsh. However, as ironic as it may sound, the Vostok Research Station in Antarctica experiences more than 22 hours of sunlight in the month of December. On the other hand, during the polar night there are 0 daylight hours, and Vostok has the world's coldest annual average temperature. Vostok Station has experienced temperatures as low as -128.6 degrees, which may seem brutal, but it is possible for the temperature to drop far lower. A 2018 study found that the ice sheet can get down to -144.3 degrees. Number 9. Snag, Yukon. 144.3 degrees. Number 9. Snag, Yukon, Canada. Snag is a village in the Yukon, Canada that has since been abandoned and is located in a bowl-shaped valley. In the 1940s, the village saw an exceptional winter with a record low temperature. Locals claim that because of the intense cold, when they exhaled, their breath would freeze in midair and fall to the ground as white dust. Even worse, they discovered that in the chilly, dense air, noises traveled far farther than usual, with voices being heard from many kilometers away. The Yukon Territory community of Snag holds the distinction of being the coldest city in Canada. The lowest temperature ever recorded on North America's continent was -81 degrees on February 3, 1947. According to Snag, the city's average January low is -13.9 degrees, while its average July high is 57.4 degrees. Number 8. Denali, Alaska. Towering almost 6,000 meters above sea level, the highest mountain peak in North America is a stunning and imposing sight. It's also a climber's heaven, but if you're considering an ascent, you'll need an amazing base layer. The coldest temperature ever recorded in 2003 was a chilly -73.8 degrees, according to a weather station located near the summit. Previously known as Mount McKinley, the United States government has officially changed the mountain's name back to Denali, the term used by the Yukon people who live in the region. Number 7. Yellowknife, Canada. The Northwest Territories' capital, Yellowknife, is located about 250 miles south of the Arctic Circle in Canada. Yellowknife is the coldest city overall, has the coldest winter, the worst wind chill, and the longest snow cover season out of the 100 Canadian communities surveyed by Environment Canada. The lowest temperature ever recorded was -51 degrees Celsius. And yet, ironically, it also boasts the sunniest Canadian summer. In addition to being one of the world's coldest towns and having a rich history of the gold rush, Yellowknife is a destination for adventurers, offering activities like dog sledding, snowmobiling, and hiking. Midnight Sun number 6, Klink Research Station, Greenland. Due to a massive ice sheet that covers much of Greenland, the world's largest island, there aren't many people living there. In order to install weather stations in this harsh environment, hardy researchers brave the elements on snowmobiles while toting their gear. But it's worthwhile. These stations have captured some of the most intense weather in the Northern Hemisphere. In addition to crucial climate science, the Klink Research Station is situated near the top of the ice sheet and is thus exposed to the harshest elements of the continental environment. Number 5. Dome Fuji, Antarctica. The temperature of this arid, icy desert was measured at -92.3 degrees Celsius in 2010 through satellite, making it the coldest place on Earth and breaking the record held by the Vostok station since 1983. Despite the region's typically below freezing conditions, people have miraculously discovered ways to survive and earn a living. If you have any desire to go to Dome Fuji, carry a thermos with you to beat the cold. Number 4. Yakutsk, Russia. Yakutsk, the capital of the Sakha Republic of Russia, is about 280 miles south of the Arctic Circle. It is believed that Yakutsk, which has typical January temperatures of -40 degrees Celsius, is the coldest city on Earth, at least where large cities are taken into consideration. For those who don't mind the cold, attractions like the Permafrost Kingdom Ice Museum, the Christian Market, and the National Art Museum of the Republic of Sakha make this place worthwhile. With July's average temperature of 19.5 degrees Celsius, it's a summertime alternative for those who prefer mild climates. Number 3. Oymyakon, Russia. Oymyakon ties with Verkhoyansk for the title of coldest city in the world. On February 6, 1933, Oymyakon experienced its coldest temperature ever, which was -90 degrees. The two towns are officially tied for the title of having the lowest temperature ever recorded in an inhabited settlement in the Northern Hemisphere by the Guinness World Records Organization. There are less than 1,000 people living there, and it is sandwiched between two valleys, which act as a whip trap and make the conditions much worse. It's so cold in the winter that reportedly the local schools only close when the thermometer drops to -55 degrees Celsius. Number 2. Barrow, United States. Located above the Arctic Circle in Alaska, Barrow is the northernmost city in the United States. It has the lowest average temperature of any city in Alaska, which is made worse by the regular cloud cover and strong winds that can gust up to 60 miles an hour. Only 120 days of the year on average see high temperatures above freezing, while the sun is below the horizon for 65 days per year. Nevertheless, there are many reasons to visit Barrow despite the record low temperatures of -49 degrees Celsius. These include its rich Inupiat culture, the beauty of the surrounding area, and the opportunity to witness the northern lights in this cold city. Tromso, Norway. The city of Tromso, Norway, is located almost 190 miles north of the Arctic Circle. Hence, the city experiences dramatic seasonal changes in its available light. The sun doesn't rise at all during the polar night, which lasts from November through January. Then, as the days grow longer, the sun never sets during the season, which lasts from May to July. After the midnight sun, the days get shorter and shorter again until the polar night, and the yearly cycle repeats. Average winter temperatures in Tromso are between -1 and -5 degrees Celsius. That being said, you can also experience much colder temperatures of -10 to -15 degrees Celsius. Some areas outside the city and further from the sea can experience temperatures of -20 degrees Celsius and colder. The population of Tromso exhibits lower rates of winter depression than one might anticipate, given the lengthy winters and high latitude. Despite the city's intense darkness, winters are extremely harsh, especially for those who live in the Arctic Circle, as they know what it's like to endure long, chilly, and dark days and nights. For them, winter is a constant companion, constant. The extremes of temperature in different parts of Earth provide a stark contrast to the fortunate regions that enjoy mild temperatures throughout the year.